Indians is staggering. When in Chennai, how else do you travel to the Chepauk but with the Whistle Photo Army on the Whistle Photo Express with the CSK legend Matthew Hayden. Mumbai Indians versus CSK. Why is this so big?
Massive. It's Bollywood versus the understated cricket sort of centric nature of Tamil Nadu. It's all about that fierce rivalry. It's almost like the super like busy, hustling financial hub versus the more understated, placid state of Tamil Nadu. It's going to be on.
I tell you what, there's nothing understated about this bus. Come on! It is round 3. Let's find out what's on the show. Well, this is how you travel to the stadium in style. Now, let me tell you, there is no team that has more success in the playoffs than Chennai Super Kings. This time, the reigning champions have had a few obstacles on the road, but they've been brilliantly navigated by MSD as we make our journey to the Chepauk. This is CSK's journey to their unprecedented 10th playoffs. CSK! CSK! Now, they may be the reigning champions, but Mumbai Indians is a bogey team for them. Already done the double over CSK this season. Have also beaten them in Chepauk for some time now. What is it about Mumbai Indians that gets CSK nervous? Are you nervous, Hido?
I'm a bit nervous. Yeah, I'd like to see my team win tonight, I must confess. I reckon it's a lot to do with the fact that they've got similar philosophies. They tend to sort of base their teams around their masters. You know, Rohit Sharma, for example, Mumbai Indians, MS Dhoni, for Chennai Super Kings. So they've had similar philosophies, even though they come from very different backgrounds. You've got one really strong commercial franchise, coming from a more corporate background, and I think that is maybe CSK's edge versus franchise owners here in Tamil Nadu who are very cricket-centric, really sort of base their support and their franchise around cricket and exclusively the investment in those guys underneath them.
I know that was the reason.
I'm a pillar of strength for CSK and for you as well.
All right, for Mumbai Indians who win it every alternate year, our favourite Mumbaiker tells us in a minute why MI might just win it.
Dhoni!
They all want to see one man, but that's what Sanjay said. Dhoni is half the team. And if they get him, that's a battle won.
Yeah, half the team's a big call, but Sanjay is capable of doing that. He averages 122 this season, and he's been an impact player. And we've seen also when he hasn't been playing what happens to CSK. So, of course, the captain of CSK is a key figure. But so too is his little brother as well, and Suresh Raina, who's actually starting to ironically play some good cricket. So maybe that's watch out. Sanjay Mandraker.
Oh, you heard it here from the CSK legend. There you go, guys. That's the Chepauk. We're just about here now. And this is how we travel with the Whistle Port Army. Guys, can I get a whistle port from you as we make our way? So much coming up. It is the biggest rivalry in the Vivo IPL. It is the first qualifier. Here's what else is coming up for you. Well, thanks for that, Drupa, and I can see some yellow jerseys assembling at the Chepauk here with two CSK legends. You know that how Haydos and I made our way to the stadium with the Whistle Port Army. Baz, how did you get here for this all-important game?
Well, I jumped on that aeroplane, to quite a cushy little ride down here, and
we had it all going on.
We had a lot of fun getting into the atmosphere, and we're all looking forward to this, especially because for Mumbai Indians, it went down to the last day for them. Speaking at the right time, our Mumbai Indians are three-time champions. Not many teams walk into the Chepauk here, into the Lions' Den, and boost that record that they have. They haven't been beaten here in 9 years. They've already beaten Chennai Super Kings this season around at home, one of the few teams to do that. Do they have the edge walking in here?
Well, they certainly walk in with a lot of confidence. I think a lot of teams that come to the...
Really for Mumbai Indians is if you just look at their season, like you have all said it, they're peaking at the right time. They've also had different contributors, 6 different Man of the Match awards for them, which means that all the players, all the experience is coming together at the right time.
Yeah, I think more than that though, Mahoney. 70% record for MS Dhoni. You reckon Mumbai Indians don't think they're concerned? They're concerned. This is a playoff. And you know what? They've got the edge over them in a playoff as well. It's like 3 Mumbai Indians versus 4 CSK. So I'm clutching a bit, but That's because there's more yellow than what there is blue.
Don't hold back in the yellow that is flowing out of you guys. Both of these in the past used to give CSK those blistering starts. Around this vicinity is also someone who used to do all the hard work. Badri tells us what CSK have it to win it. Well, thanks so much for that, Badri. So the spinners must strike early, and understandably here on home conditions, they've made all the difference. One of the trump cards really for CSK this season has been Harbhajan Singh, who spent 10 years in that blue jersey, knows all about this rivalry. Him in the power play, and Imran Tahir, how he's picked up those wickets in the middle overs.
Yeah, and we just had a quick look at the pitch before as well, and I'm pretty sure that
their warm-ups. And of course for these two, they're so excited to see Haydos and Baz with us back again. Now can Chennai Super Kings get a specialist century today? Have a look at our Volta School Facts. And we'll be right here, don't go anywhere. The Chepauk is where all the action is. Fleming, and they've seen the success of Chennai Super Kings, especially. Well, Superman did find a way to overcome his kryptonite. Will MSD do that? Before we get into it, gentlemen, what's the gossip? Heard you having a chat with Stephen Fleming. What's the gossip now? Come on.
Well, he was just telling us how he's such a fantastic coach, and we
He
both
was really
played
big
under.
noting, actually, wasn't he?
Oh, dropping names and all sorts. Yeah.
What I did like, though, is he actually did say that we're...
That's for you guys. You're going to pad up and walk out there again.
Thank you very much, yes.
Wow, I don't know about that. Look at this.
Look at this. Yeah. I mean, who else? Look at this atmosphere. MS Dhoni, who has scored 368 runs this season. He is the king. He is the boss. But somehow Baz and Haydos, Mumbai Indians have figured out how to outmaneuver MSD.
Yeah, they had the
kind of go ahead and try and step up, because have a look at this, because he scored so many runs for the last couple of seasons, and when he virtually walks out here today like you just saw in front of his home crowd, he will be in a different zone. 14, would you imagine that Rohit Sharma has big match pressure?
Yeah, I'm really surprised by those statistics, because to me he seems such a unflappable bloke. He's so calm and so he's what he's done.
I think there'd be some pressure there.
Well, I tell you about pressure. There's one man who's responded to it beautifully, and that is Hardik Pandya. I mean, his striking at the death is 200. He's the game changer. He's the X factor. And today, this first qualifier, he's our phone pay super player to watch out. Remember Hardik Pandya. Pandya power is getting Mumbai Indians through. It's not just his batting, his strike rate at the death, almost 200. Against spinners, his strike rate is over 200. Towards the end, he could be the game changer, play that match-changing knock.
Yeah, look, he's been phenomenal this year. I actually think he's the single greatest reason why they've...
Against Chennai Super Kings, in front of the master of the helicopter, Hardik Pandya doled out the helicopter shot. So what does MSD need to do to stop some Pandya power? Our Asian Paints game plan. Thank you so much for that, gentlemen. Another one of those game changers has obviously been Bumrah. Now, just towards the end, you managed to see him pick up those 2 wickets in the power play. It's how well said it that it doesn't matter how good you are or what these conditions we like, so you still manage to get the craft as well. So let's find out what the conditions are going to be like over here at the Chepauk for tonight's encounter in our Dream 11 pitch report. Well, certainly a competitive total over there, which makes it really interesting. Haydos, the ambiance when MSD walked out. Now, we did see him exactly explode towards the end, but he's managed to put this total on the board here to 131.
Yeah, I think he'll be probably power play. The rest has pretty much been always in favour of the opposition side.
Haydos, that first delivery from Bumrah in the last over, there was drama.
Packed moments. And who won? Jasprit Bumrah.
That is the amazing thing, just 9 run off that over from Bumrah's perspective, including that free hit. But look, let's just give due credit to someone like Ambati Raidu, the entire
solutions. And, that's why he was considered number 4 batsman for India as well. He's almost batted himself out of form, in terms of this particular performance and out of the World Cup squad. But tonight when it counted for the Yellow Army, he stood up and he's delivered a good enough run chase considering those very early wickets.
Let's just talk about what Rohit Sharma did at the start, just in terms of mixing up his bowlers. That in fact, they've used the conditions, they've already had success, haven't they? But look, Rohit Sharma, for some strange reason, the hitman in playoffs is averaging 14. However, He got his first 50 of this season against the Chennai Super Kings.
Yeah, it was a beauty, wasn't it? Right here at Chopak Stadium, he got a great 50. And then he went on to sort of, reinvigorate his IPL season. It was a cracker. So
You said attack the spinners. Now Rohit Sharma has fallen to spinners quite a bit this season. And I mean, you've got Harbhajan Singh, who's been used beautifully in the...
And it was a wonderful run chase.
You saw that in the middle as well, just that strike rate from him, not just Ishan Kishan, but especially here on this wicket, when Chennai's biggest strength is their spin. The way that he handled that, and going forward with the teams, whoever qualifies in a sense, will again have really good spinners in the ranks.
yeah, no doubt about it. I mean,
Baz, this is something that Hirosh just said. It's about winning those slightly defensive moments. Our Oppo moment of the day. Suddenly you had Mumbai Indians.
Need to go to plan, and they need to stick if you're to win when you're defending a low total.
they'll look back on their batting, I think, more than anything. I mean, 130 just wasn't a news let me down.
I tell you what, that's certainly right. All right, we will have a further chat on that as well. But let's just find out what happens in the present attack, and we will see you at 6. But for now, let's have a look at our Maruti Suzuki top move.
All the experience that is sitting in and around that Mumbai Indians going on, and also I think
if Dhoni had exactly that, it's a great defensive side. Someone like Surya Kumar Yadav now comes
All around the park. That's what you need. That's what champions are made of, and they're into the final here.
things which didn't help CSK.
But I think being really harsh on CSK, they've ended this tournament like they've started as well. They knew that they had problems like their ground balls, for example. As you mentioned, DJ Bravo falling over on a few. Faf du Plessis not quite being the same standard as we've used to be. MS Dhoni did into the track and he backed up his captain. Very good moment for CSK. You're going to have to find that out, when they go up to Vizag as well.
Are they going through, Hidos? Are they going all the way back to Hyderabad after Vizag?
I think that is.
Baz, what do you think? Going all the way to Hyderabad? Are we getting Mumbai versus CSK again?
Watch her, she's fake.
Yeah, I think they can.
Answer even before I go. It's going to be tough. Yes, we know it's going to be tough. Come on, Baz. But you guys have been through tough situations before as well. Thank you so much for joining us for this one. We're only getting started over here. So there you go. Mumbai Indians are through to the final. Who will join them? We'll find out in this week.